Hey, is this me? I can't tell.
Hey man, what's up? I'm here to talk about All That Remains. Unfortunately, I'm not here to talk about this cool album. I'm here to talk about their new pile of shit, and that is called The Order of Things. The Order of Things. Think about that. What the fuck does that mean? Anyways, this new album dropped February 24th. I'm here to review it, man. So yeah, I was supposed to do some shit last week, but my camera decided to die on my phone. So here we are, with a different camera on somebody else's phone. But here I am to talk about this. Now, I wasn't a big fan of All That Remains' last album, A War You Cannot Win, from 2-3 years ago, whatever it was, 2012 I guess. It was just a radical fucking nosedive off the cliff for this band. And I'm afraid to say, actually, I think everybody expected it, that this album continues that nosedive. It just keeps fucking going, man. Is this album worse? No. Is it better? No, not really. Let's start from the beginning. So it starts off with the track, "This Probably Won't End Well," which I just find funny because that kind of foreshadows the whole fucking record. Yeah, this probably won't end well. Our career probably won't end well because it's not going well right now. Let's see, so that song starts out, it's kind of soft and it's cool, and there's this one really cool note in the beginning before the band kicks in and riffage starts and Phil Labonte comes in with his fucking vocals, and I'm like, man, that is a really cool note, and that's the coolest part of this whole album, is that one note in the beginning of the album. It's just like, and it's like this ambience type thing. It's awesome. That's like the only thing I found pretty cool about this album. But then it kicks in, and the main riff to the song's okay. It's kind of, the All That Remains you expect, that kind of cool metalcore sounding riff. But then Phil Labonte comes in, it's just... And then you get to the chorus, and the chorus is atrocious. It's so fucking whiny, and I'm not gonna sit here. I went into this album, I expected the worst, but I went in with my with arms wide open, Scott Stapp, and I can't get over what has happened to this band from going and writing this classic to this shit. And it's just, the chorus is just very whiny. It's just, Phil Labonte's just not that great at singing, in my opinion. He was good on The Fall of Ideals. He didn't do it that much. And now he does scream a little bit more on this album. He uses those screams. But it's just not the same compared to how it was on The Fall of Ideals, or even this Darkened Heart, or I would say even Overcome to an extent, where, he had incredible highs when it comes to screamed vocals, especially in metalcore. I thought his highs were just fucking off the fucking charts, man. They were incredible. And he just, the way he could fluctuate his voice was incredible, and he was just, I loved it. He sounds fantastic on those albums, but anymore, just feel like he kind of just screams just to do it. He doesn't want to. He probably doesn't want to at all. He just does it to do it, to be cool, so he can appeal to the metal kids. And it's just, I just don't like it. I don't think it sounds good, but then I don't think he's that great of a singer at the same time. It's just like, there's certain notes that just make me cringe. I think the worst part about this record vocally is just the lyrics. The lyrics are god-awful for pretty much every song. I think the worst is A Greatest Generation. That track is bad. And Victory is another one. It's just, ugh, it's cringeworthy. But it's just like, I don't like the vocal passages. They don't go with the music. You know, typically a good metalcore band to me, they go with the flow. They don't force anything. Like Killswitch Engage to me, they're my favorite metalcore band. They go with the flow. There are cleans when there needs to be cleans, and there are screams when there needs to be screams. Nothing feels forced. Nothing just feels awkward to listen to. There's so many moments on this album and even their last one that just feel awkward as shit to listen to. Because, and I'll take Divide, for example. Divide starts off, I'm like, alright, this might be okay. And then it just gets to this verse that's just awful. It's just so generic. It hurts. And it just doesn't sound right at all to me. It's like, alright, this is about to get cool. There's a cool riff that started this song. Or this is about to get heavy. No. Phil comes in and he just rips it all apart. And you're just like, this is awkward. Like, I don't know what to do right now. Am I supposed to, like, you know, bob my head to this? Am I supposed to sing along? Am I supposed to just be like, what the hell? Most of the time I'm just like, what the hell, you know? And I think that's the problem with them. You know, musically it's not that bad. I would honestly say it's a little bit of a step up from their last album, but it's still nowhere near The Fall of Ideals or This Darkened Heart, or I would say even Overcome or For We Are Many. You know, I know a lot of people kind of, that's when Overcome was when All Remains started to go downhill, but I still don't mind Overcome or The Fall or For We Are Many. I think there's some good songs on there, and you have to admit that they still had balls then, and it just wasn't this weird, just mainstream, I don't know what I want to be type thing. There's other bands out there that do this blend of trying to appeal to more metal people and still being on the radio at the same time. They pull it off so much better. And All That Remains just cannot do it. It is not them to do this. But now I don't think they can ever go back to how they were. And it's just awkward to listen to, man. But the lyrics, like, getting back to that, the lyrics are just, I feel like a 5th grader wrote these lyrics a lot of times. It's bad, man. It's just, it's not what they're written about. You can write, you know, things, what these songs are about. You can write about those things. I'm fine with that. It's the way they're written, the way they sound, the way they're sung, the way they're fucking used. I don't give a shit whatever you want to say. It's just, I just don't, they're not very intelligent, in my opinion. But whatever. And that's, yeah, like I said, I mean, I think it's mostly just Phil-Labonte, man. I don't like him. He's a, yeah, I'm not going to sit here. I could rant on about that, but it's just, I feel like every time he opens his mouth is when this just goes to shit. And even, like, on the guitars, Ollie Herbert just, his solos just are so boring anymore. And it's just, you know, I listen to, like, Fall of Ideals or Overcome or This Darkened Heart, and those solos fucking rip. And they're so well written, and now I'm just like, and to me, that he fell off the wagon on For We Are Many when he had that stupid fucking talk box solo over a breakdown. I forget what song that was, but I'm just like, what the fuck is this, man? Anyways, that's a different story too. And it's just, there's a lot of things where this album goes wrong. Its flow isn't good. Like I said, Phil-Labonte just doesn't sound good to me anymore. His lyrics just aren't good. The songs just don't flow right. They're awkwardly put together. The songwriting just isn't there anymore. It's not. And, you know, I think the first track really sums up All That Remains. It sums up this album. It sums up, to me, how the rest of their fucking career is going to go. I don't think, you know, when they put out their next album and it's shitty, I don't think I'm going to talk about it. It's just going to be like, it's another pile of shit. Who cares? I just wanted to talk about this one whatever, man. If you dig it, you dig it. At least to me, you know, they tried to pull off another ballad on here. It's called For You. It's way better. It's still just generic and not that great. It's just, to me, it's just to appeal to rock radio. But at least it's better than What If I Was Nothing, which is probably the worst All That Remains song of all time, in my opinion. That's a bad song, dude. Anyways, I mean, what if I was nothing? And what if it was true? What if I was nothing, girl? Nothing without you. Tru-Kvlt-Metal. That's probably the hardest song on here. That song's fucking whatever. I don't like this album. I described why I don't like this album. Let me know what you think of this album. I'm not even going to give this a score just because it's a bad score and who gives a fuck what that number is. It's all about what I said. And it's all about really what you think at the end of the day. And thanks for watching.